Do not rush what God is still preparing, my beloved soul. Today I want you to pause, breathe, and listen. There is a divine plan unfolding in your life, a plan that is far greater than anything you could ever imagine. Yet too often, in the impatience of your heart, you try to hurry what God is still preparing. You rush into decisions, relationships, careers, and opportunities, thinking that speed equals progress. But listen closely. What is meant for you is being crafted with precision, love, and timing that only the Almighty can orchestrate. There is a beauty in waiting. There is power in patience. When you rush, you risk missing the fullness of the blessings that are coming. God sees the big picture, the threads woven across your life, and He knows that some things need time to mature, to grow, to align perfectly with your destiny. Imagine a seed. If you try to pull it from the soil too soon, you may see it, but it will never blossom. The roots will never strengthen. But if you wait, water it, care for it, and trust the process, it will grow into a mighty tree, giving shade, fruit, and life. Many of us struggle with impatience because we live in a world of instant results. We want everything now. We want confirmation now. We want success now. But God is reminding you that His timing is perfect. Your life is not a rush job. Each stage of preparation, each trial, each moment of waiting is molding you into the person you are meant to be. Think about the stories in the Bible, the ones you know, and the ones you may not. Abraham waited for decades for the promise of a child. Joseph endured betrayal, slavery, and prison before he rose to a place of authority. David spent years as a shepherd before he became king. And yet in every story, there was a season of preparation. God was shaping hearts, building character, positioning people in the right place at the right time. You too are in a season of preparation. Perhaps you do not see it clearly now. Perhaps it feels long, heavy, and uncertain. Every delay, every pause, every period of waiting is not a denial, it is a preparation. God is aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities. He is closing doors that would harm you and opening doors that will lead to abundance. Do not fear the waiting. Do not despise the delay. Instead, embrace it. Use this time to strengthen your faith, deepen your relationship with God, and grow in wisdom. Ask yourself, am I ready for the blessings God is preparing for me? If the answer is no, rejoice, for the season of preparation is allowing you to become ready. I know that patience is hard. I know that your heart longs for resolution, for clarity, for movement. But rushing will not speed up God's plan, will only misalign you with it. The right timing, the right person, the right opportunity will come not because you forced it, but because God orchestrated it. Trust that what is meant for you is already being prepared with divine precision. Remember, even the greatest miracles often require waiting. The woman with the issue of blood had to wait 12 years for her healing. Lazarus had to stay in the tomb until the perfect moment for resurrection. Sometimes the delay is not a rejection, it is the timing of perfection. As you walk through this season, hold on to hope. Speak words of faith over your life. Declare, Lord, I trust you. I will not rush what you are still preparing. Let your heart be still. Let your spirit align with His plan. The peace that surpasses understanding will guard your heart in the waiting. The enemy whispers impatience, fear, and doubt. He wants you to act prematurely, to settle for less, to choose the temporary over the eternal. Resist these whispers. Hold firm in faith. For what God is preparing is far greater than what you could imagine, far purer than what you could seek, and far more beautiful than what you could design. Your season of preparation may feel long, but every day is a stitch in the tapestry of your destiny. Every tear, every trial, every lonely moment is a step toward your divine appointment. Trust in God's timing. Wait in expectation, not in despair. Grow in grace, grow in patience, grow in wisdom. Beloved, do not rush what God is still preparing. The waiting is not wasted. The preparation is not in vain. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything with love, care, and infinite knowledge. Your heart, your mind, and your spirit are being refined to receive what is coming. Let this truth sink deep into your soul. God's timing is perfect. What is meant for you will not pass you by. What is prepared for you will arrive at the exact moment it should. And when it does, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will see the wisdom in the delay and rejoice in the perfection of His plan. My beloved soul, now that we understand the importance of not rushing what God is preparing, many people think waiting means doing nothing. They sit idly, complaining, doubting, and becoming frustrated. But God is calling you to a different kind of waiting, a waiting filled with intentional growth, prayer, and alignment with His will. While you wait, you must invest in yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You must grow in wisdom and understanding. You must prepare your heart to receive the blessings God has for you. Active waiting means trusting even when you cannot see. It means believing even when the world seems chaotic. It means surrendering your timing and embracing God's perfect schedule. It means asking yourself, what can I do to become ready for what God is preparing for me? And then doing it diligently. Perhaps it is learning patience, practicing forgiveness, or strengthening your faith. Perhaps it is serving others, sharpening your skills, or embracing self-discipline. Every act of growth, every step toward maturity, is a preparation for what is coming. The Bible tells us that Joseph did not rush his rise to power in Egypt, though he suffered betrayal, imprisonment, and injustice. He did not give up. He continued to serve, to grow, and to trust God's plan. And when the right time came, he was ready to step into his destiny. You too must trust that your season of preparation is equipping you to fulfill your purpose when the time is right. Sometimes God prepares through challenges. The trials, disappointments, and setbacks you face are not punishments. They are instruments of preparation. They build resilience, teach lessons, and strengthen your character. Like steel forged in fire, your spirit is being refined to carry the weight of the blessings to come. Embrace these challenges with faith, for they are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Pay attention to the signs God sends during this season of preparation. Sometimes He closes doors to protect you. Sometimes He opens doors to guide you. Sometimes He delays the arrival of blessings to give you time to grow. Trust that each sign, each nudge, and each moment is part of a divine strategy to align your life with His perfect plan. It is natural to question, to doubt, to wonder if the waiting will ever end. But remember, God's timing is not measured by human calendars. He does not rush or delay without purpose. Each moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. Each day, a day of alignment. What seems long and tedious to your human heart is only a fraction of the grand design God is weaving for your life. Beloved, the enemy thrives on impatience. He whispers lies, urging you to take shortcuts, settle for less, or abandon faith. Resist these whispers. Replace doubt with trust, frustration with patience, and fear with faith. Remember, the blessings God prepares are far greater than what you could imagine. Rushing only robs you of their fullness. Active waiting also means nurturing your inner life. Spend time in prayer, meditation, and reflection. This is for God's guidance. Seek His wisdom in every decision. Let His word dwell in your heart, for it is the anchor that will sustain you through uncertainty. Align your thoughts, desires, and actions with His will, and you will find that waiting becomes not a burden, but a blessing. Do not compare your journey to the journeys of others. Each person has a unique path, a unique timing, and a unique purpose. Someone else's success or progress does not mean your season is delayed. Your timing is divine, orchestrated by God to bring you exactly what you need when you need it. Celebrate your season of preparation, knowing that it is molding you into the person who can handle the abundance and responsibility of God's blessings, beloved. Learn to embrace the stillness. In the quiet moments, God is speaking, guiding, and preparing your heart. Listen carefully. Reflect deeply. Let go of the urge to control outcomes. Trust that the hands that formed you, that know you intimately, are also the hands that are shaping your future. Understand this. The waiting is not wasted. It is a divine investment. Every prayer, every act of faith, every challenge you endure is sowing seeds for your future. And when the season of fulfillment arrives, you will see the richness of God's preparation. You will understand why certain doors remained closed, why certain opportunities were delayed, and why certain moments of your life required patience. Your faithfulness in this season is critical. Do not allow disappointment or impatience to steer you off course. Hold tight to God's promises, for they are sure. Remain steadfast in prayer, vigilant in hope, and faithful in your actions. The blessings God is preparing for you require a heart refined by trust, a spirit strengthened by patience, and a mind aligned with His purpose. Beloved soul, remember, do not rush what God is still preparing. Actively wait, grow, align, trust, and in the fullness of time, you will experience a joy so deep, a fulfillment so complete, that you will understand the wisdom of divine timing. Let us turn our hearts to the lessons embedded in the lives of those who waited faithfully. These stories are not just historical accounts. They're mirrors reflecting how patience, trust, and divine alignment shape destinies. Consider Abraham. He waited for decades for the promise of a child. Can you imagine the weight of those years, the doubts that may have crept into his heart? Yet Abraham did not forsake faith. He remained steadfast, and in the fullness of time, God fulfilled His promise. Your waiting, your seasons of delay, are not meaningless. They are part of a divine design, shaping you to receive what is meant for you. Then there is Joseph, whose journey teaches us about resilience and the power of trusting God even in hardship. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and thrown into prison, Joseph could have lost hope, but he did not. He used every trial as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to serve. And when the time was right, he rose to a position of influence that not only changed his life, but saved nations. Your current challenges are also a preparation, strengthening your spirit for the impact you are meant to have. Beloved, notice a pattern in these stories. God's preparation is often quiet, invisible, and unassuming. It happens in the background while the world moves impatiently. While you wait, God is refining your character, building your faith, and preparing the perfect moment for His plan to manifest. What seems like a pause is actually a period of profound preparation. How do you stay aligned with God's plan during this waiting season? First, nurture your faith daily. Prayer, meditation, and reflection are not mere rituals. They are lifelines connecting you to divine wisdom. Speak life over your dreams and desires. Declare, Lord, I trust you. I will not rush what you are preparing. Words of faith have power. They align your spirit with the divine flow. Second, embrace growth. Learn new skills, cultivate wisdom, and develop resilience. God's preparation often requires you to be ready, not just emotionally, but spiritually, mentally, and practically. Growth is not optional, it is essential. It's the better prepared you are, the more capable you will be of handling the blessings. When they arrive, third, guard your heart against discouragement. Patience is tested when you feel overlooked, delayed, or forgotten. But remember, God has not abandoned you. The delays are intentional, the waiting purposeful. Do not allow fear, doubt, or comparison to steal your peace. Keep your eyes on God, not on the clock or on the progress of others. Fourth, stay obedient. God's preparation often involves guidance that may seem inconvenient or counterintuitive. When He closes one door, trust that it is for your protection. When He directs you to wait, embrace it. Obedience in the waiting is a powerful act of faith. It signals that your trust in God is unwavering, that you value His wisdom above your own timing. Beloved soul, there is also beauty in the season of waiting. It allows you to refine your desires, to clarify your purpose, and to deepen your relationship with God. Sometimes, in the stillness, we discover parts of ourselves we never knew existed. We learn patience, empathy, and humility. We become more attuned to the voice of God, more sensitive to His guidance, and more appreciative of the blessings that are yet to come. Consider the lessons of nature. A tree does not grow overnight. Its roots take time to sink deep into the earth. Its branches stretch slowly toward the sky, and its fruit appears only in season. God's timing is like this. What you desire may seem delayed, but it is growing beneath the surface, preparing to manifest at the perfect moment. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not minimize the significance of the present moment. Every step, every experience, every encounter is shaping you for the fulfillment of God's plan. Even the trials you wish would end quickly are part of a greater story. A story of faith, perseverance, and divine orchestration. Beloved, stay hopeful. Hope is not passive. It is active trust in God's timing. Hope keeps you anchored when uncertainty surrounds you. Hope allows you to see beyond the present moment, to envision the fullness of God's blessings. Speak hope over your life daily. Let it strengthen your heart, fuel your faith, and sustain you through the waiting. Remember that preparation is a gift. The waiting period is a sacred season in which God is shaping you, positioning you, and preparing you for the extraordinary life He has promised. Do not rush it. Do not shortcut it. Embrace it, learn from it, and trust in the perfection of God's timing. Beloved soul, as you continue on this path, let these truths guide you. Trust in God's perfect timing. Actively grow and prepare yourself. Remain faithful and obedient. Guard your heart against impatience. Embrace hope and the beauty of preparation. When you do these things, you will be ready for the divine blessings that God is carefully crafting for your life. And when the moment arrives, you will understand the wisdom of waiting. You will rejoice in the fullness of His plan. You will see that every delay, every challenge, every moment of preparation was worth it. Beloved, it is active, intentional, and sacred. God is aligning every detail of your life for what is to come. Stay patient, stay faithful, stay hopeful, and trust that the best is yet to come. Let this message sink deep into your heart. Do not rush what God is still preparing. Trust fully, embrace the process, and step confidently into the destiny that He has designed for you. The journey of waiting is often the most challenging part of life. It tests your patience, your faith, and your hope. Yet it is also the most transformative. Through the waiting, you are learning to rely not on your own strength, but on the infinite wisdom and power of God. You are discovering that His plans are higher than your plans, His ways are greater than your ways, and His timing is flawless. Beloved, faith is not merely believing that God exists, it is believing that God is at work, even when you cannot see the outcome. Faith whispers in your heart, I trust you, Lord, even when the timing seems long. I know you are preparing something far greater than I can imagine. This faith is a shield against despair, a light in the darkness, and a foundation for the yacht. Blessings to come. During this season of preparation, remember to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks joy, even in the midst of waiting. Thank God for every lesson, every trial, every moment of growth. Recognize that each experience, no matter how small or challenging, is shaping you for the fullness of your destiny. Gratitude aligns your heart with God's purpose and fills your spirit with peace. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Social media, peers, and even well-meaning friends can make you feel behind or delayed. But God's timing is unique to your life. What He is preparing for you cannot be replicated, copied, or rushed. Your path is sacred, and it unfolds according to divine precision. Beloved soul, let us reflect once more on the power of patience. Patience is not weakness. It is strength. It is the quiet courage to wait for God's best rather than settling for less. It is the wisdom to know that hurried decisions often lead to regrets, while waiting produces results that are lasting and aligned with God's will. Every moment you wait faithfully is a step closer to the blessings that are already being prepared for you. Use this season wisely. Fill it with prayer, worship, and reflection. Strengthen your relationships, nurture your character, and align your desires with God's heart. Seek His guidance in every decision and trust that He is orchestrating every detail for your good. The waiting period is not empty. It is fertile ground for growth, transformation, and preparation. Beloved, consider the joy that will come when God's timing is revealed. The anticipation will give way to fulfillment. The doubts will dissolve in clarity, and the delays will make sense in the light of divine orchestration. What seemed long and uncertain will become a testimony of God's faithfulness, power, and love. Keep these truths close to your heart. Trust in God's timing above all else. Embrace the season of preparation with gratitude. Grow actively in faith, character, and wisdom. Resist the temptation to rush or compare. Look forward with hope and unwavering confidence. When you live by these principles, you will move through life with peace, strength, and assurance. You will understand that waiting is not a setback, but a setup for something extraordinary. Will witness the perfection of God's plan, and your heart will overflow with joy. Knowing that the delay was intentional, the preparation meticulous, and the outcome magnificent. Beloved, remember this final truth. God is still preparing. What He has for you is more beautiful, more perfect, and more aligned with your destiny than anything you could create for yourself. Do not rush it. Trust Him fully. Wait faithfully. And when the time comes, receive it with open arms and a grateful heart. Let this be your daily declaration. Lord, I trust You. I will not rush what You are still preparing. I will wait with faith, patience, and hope, knowing that Your timing is perfect and Your plans for me are good. Speak it, believe it, and live it. My beloved soul, the journey of preparation may be long, but it is purposeful, it is sacred, and it is designed to bring you to the life that God has envisioned for you, a life of blessing, fulfillment, and divine alignment. Trust, wait, and embrace the beauty of God's timing, for it is always perfect, always intentional, and always for your ultimate good. So walk forward with courage, patience, and faith. Hold tight to the promises of God. Celebrate the season of preparation, and know that the blessings waiting for you are worth every moment of patience, every prayer, and every step of faithful trust. Beloved, your time will come, your joy will arrive, your blessing will manifest. Do not rush, do not force, do not despair. Trust fully in the God who prepares all things for your good.